Konbanwa, good evening. Redguard, it is I, Logan the Mad Titan, and welcome to episode 12 of the Skyrim modded series, If. Interesting NPCs, immersive world encounters, and the Forgotten City. We have completed the Forgotten City, so we are really working on the other two. I have a whole bunch of other mods installed now to address and deal with some issues that we've been having, so let's see if any of them are actually working. One of them is called Better Vampires. We were going to Dragon Reach. We've not really explored Dragon Reach, so we're gonna do our usual slam jam and walk around and talk to people. This is Michelle.
Oh, such colors.
Lilivian. As usual, I'm butchering the names. We can make a vegetable. Oh no, I can take a vegetable stew. It doesn't say steal. That's not stealing? Okay, good. So we can start talking to her. Let's see, can we go in this house? No, we cannot go in this house. That's disappointing. The reason why I wanted to go in that house, well, you'll see.
If you're looking for a room, you want the 4 shields.
Alright, she doesn't have anything.
Make yourself useful and chop up some firewood. There's a few coins in it for you.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm waiting.
Working hard gives a man reason for drinking hard. Well, that and putting up with a wife like mine.
Sounds like you're having some trouble with your life. Would you like me to murder her for you?
Her name's Olda. If you've met her, then you probably already know what I'm talking about. I swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. I think there's a chunk of ice where her heart ought to be.
Winnie the Shrew, Winnie the Shrew. How old is that stone bridge near the town?
Hard to say. It's ancient. That much we know for sure. It was here long before the town itself. I just hope the bridge survives the war. It's the only place you can cross the Karth River for a long way in either direction. Could be if one side wants to keep the other from coming across. They might try to knock it down.
That would suck. Is your lumber selling better since the war started?
Damn right it has. Demand's never been so high. At least not since I built the new mill.
You don't tell me damn right. I tell you damn right. Alright, Horgear.
Alright then.
So neither one of these people are interesting NPCs. Let's go over who we have with us. We have Treads the Ashes, the coward turned adventurer. Rumorin. Yoromir. Gore. And there she is. Somehow I didn't see her behind Gore. Callan. We currently have 5. I could have up to 10 followers. So let's see. Listen, your logging is very noisy. If you're new to the channel, Dozurosku and Nagaijimas. If you're new to the series, Jimmy Masche. And if you're a regular...
Dragons?
No, no dragons. Like Mrs. Foyce, like Teresa, like Isabella, like Clara, like Volker145. Check out her channel. Thank you so much for checking out the series. I don't know why I said that for the regulars. Regulars, Okai Rinasai. Welcome back. Welcome home. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. It's greatly appreciated. I did have an earthquake earlier today. I'm recording this the same day as I recorded the Enderall episode, and we actually had an earthquake occur while I was recording the Enderall episode. We don't have earthquakes here, so it freaked me the flippity flop out big time. And if you listen very carefully, because I went back and listened, you can hear the earthquake during the video. I don't know if there's any reason to go in here.
Citizen.
Because I don't know where the NPCs are hiding. And here's something else really weird. So I need to talk about the mods more.
Tell me, traveler. Do you have any regrets? Of course you do. We all do. They say regrets are the foundation of wisdom, for if we do not regret our mistakes, we are damned to repeat them. Our successes, meanwhile, need not to be remembered, for they only serve to bolster our temerity. That is why a general is hunted not by his victories on the battlefield, but those that slip from his grasp.
Alright, you seem like an interesting NPC. What are you doing with your hand? You're not holding a mug. I have a level up available. I know I regret talking to you. Oh, burn. He's drinking. He's drinking nothing. Alright, so clearly you're insane since you're drinking from an invisible cup. My regrets haunt me every day, and I vow not to repeat them. I have no regrets, and I'm strong and beautiful. I bet you wish you were me. Alright, okay, who is somebody pushed me onto the table. Sir.
When you value trivial things, you yourself will become trivial when those qualities fade. But I suppose even then you can cling to the lifeboat of denial. I can do no such thing. I will not grasp for air while I lie at the bottom of this trench.
What exactly is the problem? Yeah, bro, what's going on besides the fact that you're drinking from an invisible cup?
The thief. The one that got away. An Imperial woman based on the reports. And a lone operative. She's burglarized homes of a number of notable lords, thanes, and nobles. At times, she's even ransomed their children. She's outfoxed the city guards, evaded the Archaeologists, and even managed to rankle prominent members of the Thieves' Guild.
So would you like me to murder her? If so, why hasn't more of an effort been made to catch her?
Unfortunately, the resources of the Empire are exhausted in tracking her down and forced the Council to suspend all pursuit. Given the state of the Imperial coffers, it was cheaper to let her run free and compensate the grieved for their losses. Only I remain dedicated to the cause of justice. And what I lack in men and resources, I make up for in will. I've chased her across Tamriel for the last 15 years, and I believe I'm closer than ever to catching her.
And some also looks like it's like disconnected. That's not what I wanted to say. Disemboweled, disjointed. Oh my god, dislocated. Thank you, brain. That doesn't look natural at all. Maybe this isn't an interesting NPC. Maybe this is just something that was added in the cutting room floor mod that I have on, or just something that was added in Anniversary Edition. There's so much going on, I literally have no idea, and I can't even remember vanilla half the time, so we're just gonna go with it. I don't remember this from OG Skyrim, though. I'd like to meet this thief. Sounds like we get along.
I'm not sure what I find more incredulous, that you were a thief, or that you'd advertise this fact in the office of the Penitus Circulatus. Either way, you're not my problem any longer. I'm retired. It's the only way I can pursue this case without being reprimanded by my superiors.
If you're retired, then you shouldn't be allowed in here. What makes you think she's in Skyrim? Do you have a description of the thief? Any advice for a traveler? What makes you think she's in Skyrim?
There have been several witnesses' accounts of a raven-haired thief posing as a bard. As you know, most who reside here are light of hair and tall in stature, which already narrows down the list of possible culprits. And while there are bards in Skyrim from here to Riften, there is only one capable of playing that song. Dusk at that little harbor was its name, if I call it correctly. A beautiful but solemn tune about the sunset over the Gold Coast and the tragic death of a loved one.
Okay. I mean, you said raven-haired. Do you have a description of the thief other than that? Like, is she hot?
I do. It's been burned into the bone of my skull from sketches and wanted posters and images from another time. A raven-haired woman, 32 years of age, with an aquiline nose and eyes the color of steel. She is as fearsome as an orc, but can be as cunning as a diplomat, and if need be, can charm me with the grace of a sylph.
Sounds pretty awesome to me. The age you give is awfully precise. Do you know her identity?
I meant it as an estimate, nothing more. Given her description, she could be anywhere from 30 to 34 years of age. I choose the middle ground. I try to make my descriptions as accurate as possible, so that my words will not be distorted as they are conveyed to the next person. If I were to say she was in her early 30s, the information would quickly degrade as it passed from mouth to ear. For instance, someone might forget to include the word early. With just a simple omission, she can now be as old as 39. The Raven of Anvil is cunning enough on her own. It does us little good to cast more shadows which she can conceal herself.
The Raven of Anvil, huh? Okay, okay. You've chosen a name less glorifying. You should have chosen a name less glorifying, like the Horror of Anvil. There was a line in the last episode in the Rim that was just absolutely amazing, because we're using the AI mod to make it so that way it's in English. All right, we're gonna say this one, the Raven of Anvil. So you've given her a name.
Yes, I thought it was best to give her a name that was more memorable and identifiable. All reports are at times conflicting, but the most reliable agree on one point. The girl has hair as black as a raven, so dark that it seems to devour the light around it. And like the ominous bird, she is not to be trusted, and the very sight of her is a wicked portent for those who have worked hard for their wealth. None more so than the Countess of Anvil, who in her weakness opened the doors of the Great Hall to this Eater of Carrion.
All right. Gently tapping, gently rapping at my chamber door. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Is her name Lenore? Tell me how this heist happened.
The Countess's cousin had passed away, and she was now on her 12th day of mourning. She refused to eat and refused to sleep. Soon her court was deprived of the same. As her mood grew more and more contemptuous, it seemed nothing would allay her grief. Many bards and poets came from all over Tamriel to celebrate the life of her cousin, in hopes of appeasing the Countess. Yet it seemed that even time itself had given up all hope, until the day a raven-haired minstrel walked into the castle and gently strummed her lute.
The Raven of Anvil? She could strum my lute anytime. Oh!
Those who were in attendance insisted it was the saddest song ever heard by mortal ears. They claimed the sky rained for 7 days and 7 nights, as both the Countess and the Divines exhausted all the tears. That night, the entire court slept for the first time in weeks, and when they awoke, they found their cases and coffers emptied of their valuables.
All right. So we got a quest out of this somehow. That story sounds... Oh boy, I know that word. Apocryphal? It's more likely she seduced her. You told that story with some emotion. How curious. In life there are fools and those who exploit foolishness.
It is a sad story. A tale of 2 deaths and 1 birth. The girl had talent to give the world a gift of joy, but she chooses to lead a life that brings nothing but sorrow.
With every word it becomes more and more obvious you know this thief. Your obsession tells me this woman stole something important to you. You've lost your head, soldier. I think you're in love with this woman. It's clear you and this raven are working together. Alright, this is a lot of conjecture here. I don't know, he's in love with her.
Yes, my words have betrayed me, more than once in this conversation. It is not uncommon given my proximity to the case. Few, however, are perceptive enough to find meaning in the symbol of words. It is as you say. I know the Raven of Anvil. I know both her and the song she played on that fateful night in Anvil. After all, I sigh at both of them. The Raven of Anvil is my daughter.
So that's what this really about. You want your daughter back. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
I don't need her back. She's her own woman now, with her own life. One that's separate from the one I would choose. It's not about getting justice anymore. Perhaps it never was. I don't need her to repent, and I don't need her to change. I'm at the age where the coffers of a few nobles won't cost me any sleep. What I dread is the passage of time and one final regret. I don't care what it takes or how long I have to look. All I wanted to see her smile again. I'm sorry. If you please. I need a moment to myself, but I thank you for listening.
All right, well, thank you for the quest, because I'm bizarrely interested.
What are you doing that for?
You pushed me on the table, you jerk. I'm gonna use your cooking pot. I got my chef hat on and everything. All right, wow, this is weird. Yeah, so Sky UI is working, as you see. Sky UI was not working. And Mrs. Voice had offered, I believe it was, to try and help me. So I don't want to go through flippity flop and everything. So I'm trying to. My two goals were we're not going to cook. I do want to cook, but we're not going to cook. I want to see. No, I don't want to do Pets of Skyrim. I kind of want to, like, where'd that quest go that he just goes? Yeah, that. I want to do what he just talked about. We'll look for the carver and the collector as well. Where'd that other dude go? You're just generic.
Citizen?
Okay, so let me finish my Rim story real quick, because it was directly related to what just happened there. So we're playing the Rim, and we're using the AI mod, so a lot of the voices are like this, and not super robotic. I'm making them worse than they are, but there's just no emotion, no, like, intonation or canter. Yeah, they're all very generic for the most part. There are some people who actually did some voice acting for the characters, but anyway, there's these two characters and they're like arguing with each other, right? And it's supposed to be like this really passionate argument.
It's a relief to travel with a partner. We can cover each other's weaknesses, provided it has any.
Why do you always talk and not anybody else? Is it because you're my only real official companion, and everybody else I used the mod to make follow me? That must be it, because everybody else just stands here and looks at me. And she was barking when she was my companion. And now she doesn't, they're all mute. So I don't like that. Alright, we're going to have to figure out some sort of rotation system or something so that we can do this. So yeah, the two characters are arguing with each other in the Rim. And it's hilarious because there's just no emotion in the argument. And then the one of them is like, "You abnormal." Oh my god, I screwed up. "You abnormal son of a whore," and it was just funny because it was A, I was not expecting him to say that.
Just a few more hours and I can crawl under some furs.
And B, I was not expecting that particular insult. It was very funny. I almost feel like it was maybe a mistranslation because it's a very odd insult.
Well, hey, that's not something you see every day.
Come on in. We
Like
got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Okay, so here's a test. Is my Bard mod working?
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble in
Okay,
Dragonbridge.
shut up. Where is the Bard, first of all?
What is it?
Are you the
Your
Bard?
skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
I'm Redguard, which means I have very dark skin just because I'm a vampire. Who's the Bard here? I can't tell. Who's the Bard? Are you the Bard?
Yeah.
You don't really look like a Bard. I don't know who the Bard is. Okay, so I have a mod on. Wait. You are the Bard. Okay, he's drumming, which is a good sign. I have on a mod. I don't know if it's working. That's supposed to make the Bards not sing that much. And I couldn't find a mod to just turn off the Bards completely. That's not a thing apparently. Like it's all the mods are to like make them do this, or add. You can add all kinds of stuff, make them have more songs and more this and more that. And I was just like, I want literally the opposite of that. I want them to shut up when I'm in trying to talk to people, and they're constantly singing and playing their flute and all the other nonsense. So this is the best I could come up with. If this is still an issue, like it's been in previous episodes, then there is another mod that I can add to this mod, which might possibly make it so that way I could kind of turn them off, sort of. but I wanted to try this first. Alright, so now that we're here, let's try to talk to some people and see what happens. So you're just barkeep.
Something different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
I'm here to cause trouble. Where can I learn magic?
Nords don't care much for magic. The college in Winterhold is about the only place it's not looked down on. Otherwise, you could talk to the Jarl's pet wizard in solitude.
Okay, what do you got for sale? Any rumors lately?
They say Falian of Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all manner of undead.
Okay, so that's it. She didn't give me any new questions.
See ya.
Alright, who are you? Lodvar.
Keep walking, stranger.
Okay, Lodvar doesn't want to talk to me. That's fine.
Working hard gives a man reason for drinking hard.
Alright, how about
Well,
you?
that and putting up with
Gilsey?
a wife like that.
Something on your mind?
Your name seems familiar. Purple eyes. I like. Wait, come back here. I'm trying to look at you. Purple eyes.
Respect
Make
the
it
law,
quick.
and you'll have no
Purple
trouble in
eyes
Dragon
and a
Bridge.
face tattoo.
You, tell me, do you think I'm attractive?
I mean, I was just trying to figure that out. Actually, I'm sure you have a wonderful personality. I don't know. I like males. Why, yes, you are. Any questions like this, I'll just say yes, and you'll think I'm just being nice. I'm just gonna say why, yes, you are.
Thank you. I suspected as much. Which makes it all the more confusing why Nalos ignores me for that horse of a high elf. It must be out of pity or hunger. I've always said her nose reminds me of a giant turnip.
Okay, who is this high elf?
Alduin is my arch enemy, my nemesis in love. Nalos is always talking to her, confiding in her, when he should be doing those things with me. It makes no sense why he prefers her company. Unlike that Somerset I saw, I'm a fellow Dunmer. Not to mention I'm cuter, funnier, and by far the more talented mage. And the worst part is they just met. How can he value the counsel of that drunk over his companion of 5 years?
People can fall in love rather quickly. Take us, for example. In Skyrim, life is short and courtship shorter. He obviously sees you as just a friend. I'm going to say this one just to push my luck.
You're cute for a Slode, my lady, but you are not my Nelos.
Who's Nelos?
Arguably the greatest mage in all of Tamriel. But when it comes to who is most dashing, I will tolerate no argument. He is a Dunmer of average height, but immeasurable stature, his eyes burning with the fire of the Red Mountain itself. For all those who serve the guild, he is our leader, our mentor, our muse. He is the hand and we are the fingers, waiting for the long night when we clutch all of Nirn in our palm.
A handsome Dunmer, you better not introduce us lest he fall for me. Archmage is the greatest mage in Skyrim. Tell me about your guild. I'm going to say this because it's funny.
As if your beauty or lack thereof could ever compare to mine.
Ooh.
You're as pretty as saber cats are gentle.
Alright, you want to fight now? You mentioned you were a mage.
I am, and I'll have you know it wasn't all talent. I worked very hard to become the mage I am. A mage not everyone thought I could be. I still remember when I was but a novice at the college. Whenever I cast a destruction spell, everyone would comment on what a good enchanter I was.
Oh,
I
Jesus
didn't realize
Lord.
it at the time, but I think they were insulting me. Although, to be fair, I am a good enchanter. The best.
So you consider yourself a prodigy. Of course, you've made it abundantly clear you are wonderful at everything.
Yes, but I found where I truly excel is with spells of frost and cold. I was in the Arcaneum studying a tome on that very subject when I first met Nelos. He looked so menacing with that lick of hair and blades of war paint slashed across his face, yet his voice was gentle. He asked me if I understood the tome I read. I could only nod what remained of my head as my body melted into the floor. His questions turned out to be a sort of audition, one that I naturally passed with flying colours, despite Nalos having sailed under false ones.
Okay, what did Nellis want from you? Destruction magic is poor substitute for thrill of destroying by hand. Oh my god, you left a fine institution to follow this rogue mage, but you won't be missed. Yeah, what do you want? Some booty?
Nalos recognized my talent for destruction and chose to cultivate it, whereas Mirabelle wanted me to train under the Master Enchanter. Of course, he wouldn't accept me into his guild without first passing 3 additional tests. The first was to still his heart, the second was to make him smile, and the third was to take his breath away. Okay, so maybe those tests were self-imposed, but I still plan on passing them.
Oh, please stop with the flute. Please. Why frost magic?
There's no way to be certain why the divines blessed me with such a specific gift, but I do know how. You see, fire scorches and lightning shocks, but ice is a paradox, for it can both destroy and preserve. In fact, my grandmother once believed frost magic was the key to eternal youth.
I'm gonna shove that flute up his... Using frost magic to preserve youth, how would that work?
Well, the old bat thought if she slowed the heart and the body, she could slow the aging process itself. Every day she cast frost spells on herself, trying to delay the appointment the wrinkles had with her neck. Yet it only left her skin cracked and dry and whiter than a Nord's. She was a living ghost. Soon her health began to fail and she no longer could muster up the magicka for her daily treatment. That's when she bought me a tome on frostbite. She was completely mad, of course. Should a child always listen to her elders? Was it wrong for me to end her miserable existence?
Okay. You could use some ice yourself in those bags under your eyes. In this case, no. Oh my god. With the flute. What? Why not?
Those spells restore the body to their natural state. Aging is natural. Death is natural. So restoration would only undo what the frost had done. In this instance, it might have saved her life, but it would not have made her young. Now, frost spells, they will undoubtedly kill you as they killed her. On the other hand, her corpse is very well preserved.
Oh, what's so special about the tome?
It was a book recommended to me by the librarian's apprentice on the nature of destruction magic. While some schools attempt to mimic reality and others try to alter it, it was unclear whether destruction was doing one or the other. When you harness the elements, do you draw them from nature or manifest them? When heat is drawn to make fire, does the air lose warmth? Much of this was explained to me by Nalos. Not that I needed him to. I understood it just fine. I just wanted to hear his voice.
I can't go into the menu. I was gonna see what happens if I turn down. Oh, thank you. Finally get a flute naturally. Of course, he probably would have never spoken again otherwise.
In any case, he told me how the answer lies in the beasts of the wild and the world around us. When plants fail to grow in mage light, it's proof alteration is not natural. When the invisible can be touched, it proves that illusion is not real. Then look at the way catfish come to the surface when the earth is about to quake, or how rodents scurry indoors days before winter. Nature knows what's real, and it will react to a coming storm in the same fashion, whether it made by mortals or gods.
Alright, what brings you to Dragon Bridge?
When the guild I belonged to last met, Nelos instructed us to refrain from contact for the time being. I suspected this might be some clever attempt for him and Alduin to escape on some tryst, which neither I nor the laws of decency could abide by. So I followed Nelos to Harthinger, but only got as far as Dragon Bridge before I lost track of him. I wait here now in hopes that he might return, and in fear that she will be with him when he does.
Alright, so he's running away from you. I wanted to ask. I don't remember which one it was in. So we're gonna go through, as usual with interesting NPCs. There's many choices. So
Alduin is my aunt. It makes no sense why he not to mention. And the worst part is they just met. How can he value the counsel of that drunk over his companion of 5 years?
Alright, so I'm gonna choose this.
You don't think they've already... No, that's impossible. I followed Nelos here and saw no sign of that low elf. I've heard Alduin is in Whiterun, and my dear Nelos is somewhere to the north of here.
Okay, that's...
Arguably, the great... He is a dun... For all that, he is the hand and we are the fingers, waiting for the long night when we
this is
clutch
what I
all
want.
of
Tell me
Nirn
more
in
about your guild.
We are a small group of mages, whose ideals do not always align with the 100 or so guilds that now roam Tamriel in place of the one. The Synod is too political. The College of Whispers is too short-sighted. The Sishiks are too close-minded. And let's face it, Winterhold is a wreck. The Radiant Dark is open to all who possess skill with magic, whether the light you cast shines brightly or darkly. Those who have power seek it, not for politics or justice, knowledge or peace, but for power itself.
Why you gotta push my girl when I'm talking to her? Power should be used to defend the powerless. Say no more. Where do I sign up? Guilds are all well and good, but I prefer to work alone. I'm going to say this one just to see what she says.
Oh, you can't just ask to be in the guild.
Yeah, I figured.
Nelos has to select you, and he has a very discerning eye. Elduin may have the face of a slaughterfish, but her hands know fire better than her mouth knows wine. Gerard may ramble on like a fool, but his talent for alteration can bend city walls as easily as it bends spoons. And this does not even include the 5 acolytes of Nelos's personal guard, one for each school of magic. When they recover the knowledge that was lost, we will be that much closer to the day of the long night.
Okay, we see we got more questions now. Tell me about the long night.
The one written on the face of all who fear us, for Nelos himself wrote it. I've often thought of how it will come. Dreamt of it. Imagine a cool winter night, when the only sound you hear is the wind threading through the trees. The sort of nights made for long shadows and dark phantoms, for quick daggers and hot blood. A night born for unholy rituals, hushed whispers, and shivers down the spine of children and men. A night when the end of all things is possible. A wonderful night to have a curse.
Sounds ominous, not to mention malicious. When nights are long and winters are cold, mortals die. I like this. You speak in metaphors and folktales. What's this long night really about?
As I said, we at the Radiant Dark seek only power and the means to exercise it. What good is ice without something to cool? How can the extent of one's power be tested without a land to dominate? When the spells that were lost are found, when the relics of forgotten magic are restored, not even the sun itself will bring light to our shadow. Or not. It may be that we fly too close to the gods and burn in their fire, yet I for one plan on keeping my Nelos nice and cool.
Okay. I think we got most, if not everything, from her.
Away with you.
All right.
Well, hey, that's not something you see every day.
Varnius Junius.
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble in Dragonbridge.
Okay, what? Could you stop walking in? Aren't you? Why am I asking him this? Aren't you worried about Wolf Skull Cave?
I've done my part. Dragonbridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave.
Okay, that is super weird because I don't know what we're referring to here. All right, so you're. Oh, okay. Tassius Tragius.
Yes? Need something?
Alright, he won't talk to me. I think the mod is working. The bard.
Mind you don't cross Tassius. He's in charge around here.
Skajarn?
You there. Heed my request. It'll only take a moment of your time.
Okay.
For what I ask plain. If you're a bard, for your own sake, do not sing. For your voice cannot compare to mine.
You do sound and speak like a highborn. You sound like a noble, but you stink like a gutter rat. I'd rather stick a hot poker in my ear than hear you speak another word. There's nothing special about your voice. I always like to start off being nice. That did not work well with the girl that we just talked to, but we'll start off being nice.
I was afraid as much. One cannot hide who truly is. Nobles, thanes, jarls, these are the sorts of people I consider my peers.
Your profession suits you. Better you sing about wars than fight them. I'm just gonna say, I'll take it you're a bard.
That's right. Although I wasn't always a handsome bard. I used to be a handsome adventurer, and before that I was just handsome.
Did you take an arrow to me?
Unfortunately, my adventuring days came to an end after I Nearly lost my life in a scuffle with a group of bandits known as the Silver Hand. After that, I figured it wasn't worth it. Sure, I was a damn good fighter. The best. But I was damn near good at everything else, too. I owed it to this world to keep me alive. I can't even begin to imagine what sort of Daedric nightmare Skyrim would be if I didn't exist.
What happened with the Silver Hand? What makes you so special? I'd like to make a request. I want you to join my party. No, we're not going to do that. But apparently he is a follower, which is interesting.
It happened in an inn, not unlike this one, where I met this lovely tavern wench, a bit chubby, but on the voluptuous side of fat. I could have charmed and cajoled her, but I've always been the type to show rather than tell. So I showed her just exactly how her previous lovers had failed her. Unfortunately, my favorite thrusts were such that she accused me of turning into a beast during the height of my passion. Literally.
She thought you were a werewolf. What do you mean by a beast?
To be specific, she said I was a werewolf. When rumors spread around of my transformation, I became a target of the Silver Hand. That wench made the coffin maker a lot of money that day, with all the men I was now forced to kill. I'm beginning to think the two were kin.
You appear to be an accomplished fighter. Care to share any tips? Silverhand wouldn't fall to one who spits breadcrumbs when he speaks. Will be nice.
If you want to be a great fighter, I only have one tip. Be me. Since that is impossible, instructing you would be a waste of both of our time. I don't mean it as an insult regarding your ability, just a matter of praise for mine. Some people take it the wrong way, however. Foremost among them was that Breton imp.
Why is everybody in all these interesting NPCs in this particular inn super, like, arrogant and callous? Okay, who is this Breton?
He's an old acquaintance of mine. Joined up with the wolf hunters just so he could have a chance to kill me. As if I could be killed. In fact, the little carrot licker's been trying to kill me for more than a dozen years now.
Carrot licker?
Back when my balls had more fur than his chin.
Alright, we got Carrot Licker and Hairy Balls both in, alright, that was a 1-2 punch. What kind of duels have you and the Breton had? How did it squirrel between you and the Breton begin? What makes, okay,
You'll have to ask him. I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay.
Probably fell in love with me or something, seeing as I have that effect on women and men.
Okay.
All I know is, wherever I go, he manages to show up.
Have you met the elf lady that's here that's rather fond of herself? I think you two might get along pretty well. What kind of duels have you and the Breton had?
We fought with swords, bare knuckles, knives, bows, and scrolls. We fought in the snow, in caves, in taverns, and on horseback. We fought alone, with companions, on opposite sides of the war. The one place he doesn't like to fight is out in the sun. I think it's because he's a bloody vampire. Now that I'm a bard, he'll likely become a writer so he can document his lies in books while I immortalize the truth in song.
I am also a vampire. What's this Breton's name? Can you tell me about these duels? Yeah, what's his name?
How should I know? He told it to me once. Shouted it at me, really. But I couldn't be bothered to remember such an insignificant detail. You'll likely find him wherever it is filthy skeevers like to congregate.
Okay.
My name will most assuredly be the first word out of his mouth.
Oh, okay. So he was just like, Jeff! He just yelled his name at you? That's not a thing people normally do. Can you tell me about these duels?
I remember bits and pieces. A few stories here and there, but I can hardly keep a ledger. If you want the details, you will have to ask him. I can't be expected to recall events that are so unworthy of my memories.
Okay, surely the mounted duel must have been memorable. A knife fight seems like it would be hard to forget. You must at least remember dueling during the war. Yeah, sure.
You're right. But only because they happened at the end of the wars we were fighting. We were there when the Jarl of Markarth surrendered to Madanach, and when Madanach surrendered to Ulfric. We were supposed to be witnesses to the peace accord, but ended up fighting in the Hall of the Dead while the others were in the keep.
Hall of the Dead? You should have shown more respect. How did this fight start?
Naturally, it was he who initiated both duels. I would never do something so undignified given the circumstances. As the clash of swords tend to echo in those spacious dwarven ruins, we were limited to bows. Of course, I was working with a handicap. After nearly escaping the first duel, the second time the Breton swine came prepared with poison-tipped arrows and 3 red potions tied to his belt. So in effect, to succeed, I would have to kill him 4 times. I only managed 3 before I ran out of arrows.
That's enough with you duels with Breton. Oh, yeah, tell me about the knife fight.
Yes, perhaps I do recall some of it. It was in Riften, I think, at the turn of the century, on the eve of the New Life Festival. We were all in a drunken revelry when these 2 elves got into an argument because one of them refused to dance with the other's sister. Then the one elf says to the other, "If your sister looks anything like you, I'd rather bet an orc." Then an orc woman rises from her chair and yells some sort of curse before smashing a flagon across his nose.
What happened next?
Pretty soon the whole place is an all-out brawl. That's when I felt a tap on the shoulder. My instincts were to turn and duck. Too bad the Breton was aiming for my neck. The little imp ended up shaving my scalp. "How much did you pay those elves to start this?" I asked him. He said he didn't have to pay them anything. When he told them the plan was to kill me, he said they offered to do it for free. An obvious lie, of course.
Tell me about the mounted duel.
If you're that interested in my exploits, I'm sure I can drudge up a few details. Let's see. I believe it was a stormy night in Whiterun, and travelers from across the hold crammed themselves into the bannered mare. I remember being confronted by a child dressed from head to toe in steel. Only upon removing his helmet he revealed himself as the Breton. In the interest of sport, I offered to allow him to duel me on horseback, while I fought blindfolded. It was the only way to even the odds.
Blindfolded. Naturally.
We settled on mounted combat, which I accepted knowing that he had already bribed Skulvar into giving him the superior horse. The rain continued to pour that night, our horses trundling through the mud. It was his opinion that the vast tundra would make for a fine arena. I could barely see through the blades of water that whipped into our eyes as he positioned his steed 100 horse lengths from mine. We were to charge at the sound of his companion's horn, and when it blared, I flew.
What ultimately happened?
I flew through the storm like a mighty chariot, hassles of water flinging about in my wake. I felt the elements swirling around me, focusing their energy into my axe. I knew then the Breton would die that day. Only the little imp was nowhere to be found. I assumed he had fled. That would have been the sensible thing.
Did you ever find out what happened to him?
When I found him lying in the mud, his horse having slipped and broken both their legs, he blamed me, of course, for sabotaging his horse. What does he think? I used some sort of mind control on the beast? I wouldn't put it past me, but it's not a power I possess. I am inclined to believe it was his companion that brought him a lame horse, in order to salvage the little imp's life.
Alright, that's all the duel, so that's enough of that.
Indeed. Again, you're better off asking him. If we both stay at this inn long enough, you might be unlucky enough to meet him.
Okay, that's interesting. What makes your voice so special?
Some think it was a voice born to tell stories. or one meant to lead men into battle. Others contend my very throat was forged by dragonfire. I've heard some describe it like a bottle of hard whiskey and boiled potatoes, like smoke misting off hot coals. Most tell me it's a voice that carries with it a sense of authority, a voice fit for a king. I do nothing to dissuade such accusations. Now imagine this regal, manly voice of mine singing all the bard's favorites. My patrons from here to Riften will come to this inn to hear it. Yet despite me doubling her business, Vaida insists on charging me for a room. Such greed is unbecoming.
What sort of pedigree do you come from?
The humblest of births, but someday, the most glorious of ends. That is, if someone like myself is even capable of dying. I'm not entirely sure. Yet I am indeed a far cry from the life my mother sought to raise me in when she was but a handmaiden working in Dragon's Reach. In my childhood I grew up around nobles, thanes, and highborn lords, sworn to the servant's oath, to perform one's duty and to go unnoticed.
A noble creed. I wasn't aware servants had such an oath.
Indeed. Only I can think of nothing more dreadful than going unnoticed. You see, I've always longed for attention, yearned for it, craved it. And there is no purer attention, no higher appraisal of one's worth than the giving of applause. That's what I play for. The last pluck of a lute string and the faint echo of silence before the crowd roars in appreciation. I play for both the silence and the roar, the anticipation and the climax, the moments that seem to go on forever, and yet are never long enough.
Your twin just sat down next to you. He's wearing the same outfit as you. How do you feel about that? I'm gonna make a request. We have to hear this beautiful man sing. I'd like to make a request.
Of course you would. Tell me, with what song shall I escort you to the heavens?
Oh yes, an original, please, an original. I have no idea what what most of these are, but yes, please, an original.
Yes, it's natural for you to assume that I compose as well as I sing. And as a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, of course
but
you do.
Not for free.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, that's not something you see every day.
Alright, so who is he singing?
I'm waiting.
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble in Dragonbridge.
I'll perform a song you may not have heard before, but alas, it is not mine to claim. This song is called The Wolves of Jorvaskr. The wolves stood upon great Jorvaskr to meet the sons of Isgrimor. They said, "What are you but a harbinger to leave us hopeless and forlorn?" The wolf put its fangs and spread its claws and tore at its own hide. Drink the blood and become my sons, or by dawn you'll not survive. And so the pack was born again as the wolves of Jorvaskr, to rule in life and serve in death as a moonlight-bound hunter. And so the pack was born again as the wolves of Jorvaskr, to rule in life and serve in death as a moonlight's dark hunter.
Bravo! Bravo! Alright, I was kind of hoping he was going to be like really terrible, but that wasn't that bad.
Out with it.
I don't know.
Respect the... Mind you don't cross Tassius. He's in charge around here.
Okay. So that's everybody, right? Yes. Alright, cool. Let's I selected that the raven-haired bard mission, but it didn't give me a quest marker, so I guess it's just we just have to explore around. Hey, look, the sun's out, and it didn't go, you're a vampire. So, yay. That's fixed. Alright, so we came up this way. We went into the Pentius Oculatus, or however the hell you say this. Pentus Oculatus. We got the raven-haired bard thing, which is pretty cool, but no quest marker. So we'll put the face sculptor one back on just because I'm confused about that. We already know about a face sculptor in Riften, but I guess this is a different face sculptor. And that's Hogir's house. Who are you?
Seen some mean-spirited folk pass through lately. Thought I was rid of those sorts when I left Markarth.
You have the same last name as that other person.
Welcome, traveler. Mind yourself in our town.
Okay. Do you worry about raising a family in these dangerous times?
Of course. Every night I pray that we don't get a visit from a dragon or that two armies don't show up to fight over the bridge. You ask if I'm worried. I'm terrified, if you want the truth of it. But I have to stay strong for my wife and children.
Okay. Did you say you came here from Markarth?
I grew up an orphan on the streets of Markarth. I'd have died there too, but for the kindness of an old warrior named Logrove the Bent. Logrove rescued me and gave me enough money to get out of the city. I followed the Karth River north and came here. When I met Michelle, I knew this is where I belonged. I suppose that's it, really.
Alright. You mentioned mean folk passing through town.
Both the Imperials and Stormcloaks have sent riders this way, scouting the bridge and the lands nearby. They stayed at the inn but didn't pay. They said soldiers don't need to pay because they're risking their lives to protect us. And that's not all. They took a heap of our lumber, and one tried to have his way with my daughter.
Oh.
They think they can do whatever they want.
Okay. I'm not giving you my gourds.
All right, then.
Where's this daughter, though? Is this your house? Oh, that sounds like a goat. Where's his daughter? Is anybody... What's up, Lucky? Oh, are you the daughter? No,
If you're looking for a room, you want the 4 shields.
Oh, I guess the one that we saw was the daughter. Okay. No, wait. Wait, are you the daughter? Julianne? Oh, no, I don't, not trying. I just want to talk.
I'm hoping to run my own inn someday.
What's up? I heard that some soldiers were trying to...
Please stop looking at me like that. First the war, and now there's talk of dragons? What's next? Need something?
Alright. She don't have anything fun to say. Apparently I was eyeing her and she didn't like that. How about you, Moms?
You look like you've seen your share of adventure.
Yep. Okay. So we got some cool stuff out of Dragon Bridge. Face Sculptor is where now? Let's look at the map. Alright, so we wanted to go to Dragon Bridge. We wanted to go to... Where else? Rorikstead. So we did Rorikstead, we did... Alright, blah, 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 blah. So if I want to go... Ravenscar Hollow. I'm also curious because she said that the Nelos person was north of here. I mean, Solitude is north of here. Alright, let's try to go to Karthwasten, I guess. So that's like southy.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
How do you know I'm a thief? How rude. Alright, so we came across the bridge, now we're gonna go back across the bridge. So wait, is it saying it's straight ahead? No. What is that then? I do see a town icon. Is that wait, is that over there? That's like a mill or something like that. Alright, we'll snag that, I guess, real quick, see what exactly it is. I'm waiting to see if these immersive world encounters start peaking up a little bit, because I 100% boosted up the spawn rate for them too. Because you can actually, all right, let me show you. Let me show you real quick, like, as I'm catching all these, butterflies. My favorite game to do. All right, so to make it so you understand.
The waters here are cold.
Oh my God!
Sometimes
Sky
I
UI
wonder
was not
if
working.
it's that
The reason
way on
Sky UI
purpose,
was not working
so
was
we feel
because
less at home.
SKSE gives me an error message every time I try to load up, and I'm even playing now with the error message still happening. The error message is something like, it says that there's a newer version, that the version of Skyrim I'm playing is newer than the SKSE that I'm trying to use, and they're not compatible. But I have the newest version of SKSE. I went to the website again and checked. I have the newest Skyrim, because this is Anniversary Edition. So I don't know why I keep saying that, and it lists all these like DLLs files that like aren't supposed to be working, and it basically tells me don't play the game using SKSE. But I can say never mind and just do it anyway, which is what I did. So I said basically screw you, I want to play anyway. And when I did that, then so many butterflies. Like, I think this mod was worth it just for the alchemy mod was worth it just for the addition of all the beautiful butterflies. So when I did that, and I activated SKSE, I made it so that way I could make the Sky UI work. I know this means something to only like 3 of you. It's like trying to explain it to my wife. I don't know how many of you are understanding what I'm talking about. So then, like, this didn't exist when I didn't have the Sky UI on. This didn't exist. This entire thing. So you see, I have better vampires in it, which it's absolutely ridiculous. I only wanted to turn off the warning when I leave a building. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. Okay? You can do that in like a million other things. So that's why it's not doing that anymore. And you can really get crazy and customized vampire stuff in here if you're into that. Complete alchemy. I didn't know there was a menu for this. There's all kinds of things I can customize in there too, so I played with that a little bit. And in immersive world encounters, you can bump up the amount of encounters and things, the percentage of chance of them occurring and stuff like that. So yeah, more, give me more. Molto, I want more. Okay, so one thing made another thing work, which made another thing work. Alright, Frost River. What the hell is Frost River? There's a whole new little town? Like, Frost Rivers, I have no idea what Frost River is. I've never heard of Frost River before. So is this, so we play the game again. Is this cutting room floor? Is this Anniversary Edition? Is this, what added this in? Now remember, I only ever played, what's it called again? If I remember correctly, Legendary Edition. The OG version of Skyrim is the Legendary Edition, right? So that's all I ever played. I did have the DLCs, so I did also play the DLCs, but I never even played Special Edition, never mind Anniversary Edition. So there are still some things that I'm not familiar with, like this town. Okay, I need water. How do I get the water? So it said I'm supposed to be able to get water from wells for the cooking part of the alchemy mod, and I'm like, I feel like I should just be able to.
What are you doing that for?
I don't even know what I did that you're asking me. I feel like I should just be able to. There was water over here somewhere, right? Like, I feel like I should just be able to go over to the water and like collect water. Like, I don't know. That seems reasonable to me, but it's not a thing. So then it's like you can get water from wells. Well, that was a well, and it didn't give me the option to get water from it. So how do I don't know. I'll figure that out. But the point I was trying to make earlier about mods is I have about 4, maybe even 5 other mods on that.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
that we might randomly encounter as we're exploring. Oh, that would be stealing. I don't want to steal. I don't need to steal. I have my own apiaries back at my house.
Need something?
But, yeah, there's no prompt for getting water. Maybe it's not an actual real well. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know this town at all. Alright, so I guess we should talk to people. So who are you? Signor Ironblood. How's business?
It's tough, but just the two of us. There's hardly ever time to make the occasional delivery to the taverns of Skyrim.
Okay.
We could use a pair of hands and a strong back. There'd be a little coin in it for you.
I can help.
That'd be great. There's a case of our soon-to-be famous mead that needs to get to Winterhold. Get it there and you can keep the delivery fee.
Deliver the case for us or meat, okay.
Needs. Yes?
You look like you're a little cross-eyed. No, I guess not. For like a second you looked cross-eyed. Who are you?
What do you need?
I don't know.
Good morning.
Okay. So where is this mead? Where is it?
What do you need?
I don't know. I'm supposed to be delivering mead. Have I even been to Winterhold yet? Apparently I have. I don't even remember going to Winterhold. I guess I have the mead already, which is weird. I didn't think I had the mead. I was still trying to go over here. So we'll finish checking this town out. I guess I'll turn this off. And so it says just the two of us, but there's 100% 3 people here. And apparently I can go into the meadery. And it's allowed. Okay. I mean, it's not really much of a meadery. It is just like a little... How, like, he's got like a little... He's got his own little, what are those called? IPAs, or... I don't remember what it's called when people are making beer in their house. Hi, bees. Ooh, what? Wait, what? Where'd it go? Damn it. That looked cool. I don't even know what that was. It was some sort of red dragonfly thing. Alright, what is this horse just... No, I don't want to steal it. Rogan's house. Joe Rogan lives here? Or Seth Rogen? Hopefully Seth Rogen. I'm not a big Joe Rogan fan. Anybody in here? No, just me and my huge amount of companions. I kind of want to go up to 10. So, I don't know. Alright, what's this? What's happening here? What's up? Who are you guys? Adventurer.
Yeah? What
are you guys
do
twins?
you need? Aye.
Okay.
What do you need?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I think she's telling the truth.
I'm not going anywhere. Now back off before I do something drastic.
Didn't we already have this event?
She doesn't have the scar. What? Oh, you're right. We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Yeah?
Looking to pester someone? Make sure it's the right person.
Alright, so this is... I guess this is an immersive world encounter. It's just a set of warrior twins and a Dawn Guard person. I don't really know what's going on exactly, but okay. So there's a whole new little town here. This is very interesting. What is this place? With all these barrels. Trilf's house. Okay, who the hell is Trilf? Trilf, where are you? Anybody see Trilf anywhere?
It's true I slew a giant, although technically it slew itself. I led it into a cave where the ceiling grew smaller with every step. It
Colorful.
its head and knocked itself cold.
Yes?
I like how it's acting like I've ever talked to this dude before. I'd never been
All right, then.
to this town, so there's no
Be
way.
Be careful.
I'm trying to get past all my companions. I don't have Fusruda.
Need something?
I can't talk to the chicken. That's kind of disappointing. Okay, and then we're back over here. So... Alright. Who are you? Okay. Just another guard. Just another victim. I'm taking you, and I'm taking you, and I'm taking you. Take the flowers too, why not? Alright, so we wanted to go. I'm totally facing the wrong way. Because I'm still trying to get down to Karthwasten. So like literally I want to spin around. Whee! And we're gonna head this way. Past all these immersive world encounters. Alright, so we'll stay on the road for a little bit. Like, is that town even on this sign? Did they add it to the sign? Alright. Frost River, yeah. I've never heard of Frost River before. That is so weird. Who killed the horse? I ain't do it. Oh, and the lady. Merchant's Journal. I begged my husband not to go, but he just wouldn't listen. He said if he delayed the shipment even another week, the Legion would find someone else to take it south. Let them keep their blasted money. The road to Whiterun is dangerous these days. Everyone knows it. So many caravans have been attacked. So many travelers vanished into thin air. Some say it's only bandits, but there are rumors of worse. Goblins, ghosts, witches. 20 years we've been married now, and I can't bear the thought of losing him. I'm not letting him go alone. Not this time. We live or die together. Mara preserve us. Well, Mara didn't preserve you. I'm sorry. You have... There's a bunch of arrows over here too. Falmer? Why is there Falmer arrows? It's an interesting makeup you have on. Falmer, huh? That's kind of weird. I don't know why there would be Falmer here. But that's what's happening. Okay. Alright, what's going on? You guys together? I can't even really tell.
Yeah? What do you need?
Why are we running? Who are we running from? Should I run too? I love that social experiment. Like if a bunch of people go running by, then other people sometimes join in. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's kind of funny. Alright, so what? There's just a little fishing camp over here. I don't know if that's worth crossing just for the little fishing camp. Alright, we're heading more south than I think I want to go. It's fine for now, but I'm gonna have to cut west really sharp soon. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a road west. Maybe. It's east. That's like literally the opposite of what I want. I want west. There's a saber cat over there. Alright, what's this? There's just a dude chilling in the middle of the road. What is happening here?
Please! Someone! Help me!
Alright, free this person.
Thanks. Those bandits took everything from me and ran off. But don't worry, I'll make them pay. With my fists.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah? What do you need?
Okay, that was interesting. I need to go over there. Well, there's Nernroot. There is a road over there. Crossing. Alright, so let me go snag this Nernroot real quick. Oh my god, I fell in the water. And then all my companions are trying to come with me. We'll go up and cross the bridge over there. I want to know where that bard is, the raven-haired bard. I don't know why that really piqued my interest for some reason. Alright. Yes, I hope my robber's gorge is covered. Alright, so we about to fight? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah? We fighting? Sir?
Somebody help! Never should have come here.
Is this what you want?
All you got?
What was that?
That's the best. That's what you.
Where are you running to?
What was that?
Yield or flee, your choice.
God.
Well, that was pretty cool. Wibble jibbles. Key to Robber's Cave.
Come on, ugly. Let's
Flawed Varla Stone. That's cool. Alright. There's still more people to fight. Somewhere.
Come on, that dagger couldn't cut butter.
Alright, can you guys finish them off now or no?
I'm gonna beat you senseless.
Alright, the archers are archering.
Come out on the winning side.
Alright, yeah, we won. I mean, there's 5 of us. Well, there's 6 of us, counting me. I guess I should count. Considering I think I killed a vast majority of them. This was worth coming here just for the monies.
Can I help you?
Can you help me? No, I'm good. Got the monies, honeys. Taking that elven shield. We're just gonna chill. Yeah, we still don't have heat. Also, an earthquake today. Still don't have heat. Still do not have heat. It's, you know, it's spring. If it could start, you know, acting like spring any day now. Any day now. Any day now. That would be super awesome. We're like, what? Like 2 weeks into spring now. And it's still not acting like spring. Alright, what does this do? What's the switch? Oh, we're gonna drop some rocks. That was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Take a shot. Alright, where are we going? Right, we are finally heading west. We want Karthwasten. Karthwasten is on the sign. Yay! I kind of want to stay on the roads because I want more encounters to occur, which again is why I boosted them up. Like one of them I have on like the highest setting, so like I can't make them happen, but I'm trying to make things as exciting as possible. And a crash? Or we crashed? I think we crashed. Alright, I went back slightly because we did lose some stuff. And I didn't realize when I'd killed the bandit chief who was previously an orc and this time came in as whatever this is, that there is a the Robber's Cove is right down in here. So might as well check it out, because why not, since we had the key for it and it was right here. We got all kinds of goodies. Bandit Leader's Journal, yes please. Alright, idiots! Broder and the herd were at each other's throats again today and nearly came to blows. The whole camp is on edge. I ordered an extra ration of mead, but unless this fighting stops, we'll tear ourselves apart. Rumor is that herd's gathering followers for a mutiny. Broder is not stupid. He's probably doing the same just for insurance. I'll kill them both myself, but the camp split right down the middle. If I tried, there'd be a knife in my back within a week. I can't take this anymore. I've begun skimming a little gold from the take, bringing it down here when I can. If I can scrape enough together, I'll make a run for it. Head down river to Dragon Bridge. Broder is getting suspicious. I caught him poking around in the cove this afternoon. I don't think he found my stash, but it's not safe here. I took the boat out tonight and stowed it on the island to the south by an old tree stump. Had a good haul this week, another caravan or two, and I can finally get out of here not a moment too soon. Alright, so did an island to the south. Alright, we'll try to find that. Well, I'm taking the tanker because it's not worth anything. For the same reason I always take the buckets. Empty chest. How disappointing. Alright, well now when she said the island, can I snag this fish right from here? That'd be cool. Does she mean an island down here? Does she mean an island not down here? Like upstairs. So I'm wondering if that crash is related to the whole situation that I described. I will, in between episodes, copy down the exact information of the air and try to Google it exactly to see if I could figure out where are we coming out here, to what it is exactly referring, because I'm not quite sure what the problem is. Like I said, I feel like everything should be good.
And that's it.
But it's clearly not good. Here, fishies. Alright, well there's the chest. It's pretty hard to miss. Ooh, master lock, huh? Oh, but I had the key for it. Sweet! Look at all those goodies. Yeah, so hopefully it does not keep crashing, because that's going to be disappointing if it does. But one crash, I'm not going to cry about it. You know, it's going to happen. Alright, so we're still trying to get the Karth waste, and I'm actually going to save it here, because this is where it crashed not long after this. I don't think there was any specific reason why that happened. But we'll see if it does it again. So we really want to be going west at this point, which is this way. Yeah, I mean like straight west. So we'll travel through the wilderness a little bit. Got some clay. Yep. Now where is it saying this face sculptor is? I mean yeah, we're not going to them. They're down way lower. Alright. There's a fortress or something up ahead that we'll detect as well. Hopefully, without any further problems. Yeah. Alright, what happened here? Book cart? Yeah, I'm very excited for when we start discovering some of the secret mods that I've put on that I've not talked about. Because I think they'll be fun and interesting. It's just I don't know where a lot of them are specifically, or I do have some ideas, but I kind of wanted to come across them organically. Does that make any sense? I mean, we're not two-handed, but I'll take it. The books are always worth money. So this was what, a library cart? Hey guys, watch out! Ooh, cart to the face. Not sure why there was a library cart up this mountain, and the mountain's gonna totally be in my way, isn't it? Oh boy. Or am I gonna be able to sneak? Maybe. Alright. Do a little mountain climbing. Just a little bit. Oh, well, look what we found. We found a road. Alright, what is this place? Oh, we're by, I recognize this place. These are Forsworn, right? Yeah. Fancy moves there. You missed completely though. That was a unnecessarily sexy outfit you were wearing there, Forsworn lady. Let's see if I can get up there. Listen.
Come here.
Why are you all sexually dressed ladies? Alright. Well, you're dead now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't really feel like going through this whole thing. So we're just trying to get to Karthwasten. Oh, you're fine. Relax. So I feel like we're not... I don't know why I remembered that location for some reason. But we're almost to Karthwasten. Just waiting for it to pop up on the map. Like, I feel like we're near Markarth, which... Clearly that's not right. We're near Karthwasten, but that felt like... What's up, goat? What's happening up here? Lady and two dudes. What? Adventurer cook? Okay, but then she's not talking to me.
Greetings, traveler. We're a fellowship of warriors bound by a sacred vow to destroy the great evil plaguing this land.
What's the great evil? So what's this great evil you're talking about?
Not a single soul has lived to tell the tale of their encounters, so we're not certain what it really is. All we have are rumors. Whatever we will be facing, it's a great danger to all of Skyrim. And that's why we must kill it, in its lair, on this day.
If you need help, I'll join you to kill this. Count me in. I'm going to murder something based on nothing but rumors. Sure, let's do it.
We truly appreciate your help. Let us go then. Today the evil is no more.
Oh, okay. We're running. Where are we going to? Wait, where's... I don't know where Gloomreach is. Where... Okay, hold on. It helps if I hit the right buttons. Where is Gloomreach? I have so many quests. Please don't be far away. Oh, it's right here. Or no, or is it saying that because I'm with them? Alright, where are we going, bro? This better not be like a million miles away. Alright, where are we going? Is he gonna casually stroll? Why you keep stopping?
It's not the wilds of Skyrim that I fear. It's what dwells within.
I really want to do this, but... Alright. I don't know why he's just standing there. Alright, he took off. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, let's look at the map. I think maybe I just had to, like, let them go. Where is he headed, though? I don't know. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going west to try to get to Karthwasten. And then... Well, I guess we'll try to catch up with him later. I don't know. Yeah, 'cause we're almost to Karthwasten. Right? Where is he now? He's at the Broken Tower Redoubt. Is that where we're going? Because that's... He said Gloomreach. Like, what the hell? Gloomreach makes me think Falmer. what's happening here now?
I want you sellswords out of my mine.
Watch your tongue, native.
Oh, this is vanilla.
We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
Okay, so we made it to the town so we can fast travel back. Now let's spin back around and see if they kept going. Yeah, they're still going. Gloomreach. Where's Gloomreach? How far are they going? I'm glad I didn't go with them. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, okay. Gloomreach is all the way down there. Okay. Well, we've not been down there. That's kind of a problem. Alright. Well, we're here now. So we're gonna... Ragnar the Red.
I'm Einathatch's right-hand man. I help supervise the mines.
Lash.
These Reach folk are so nosy.
You're skinny for an orc.
Not many Nords would work for a Reachman. Einathatch is a good man.
Hey, Ain Thatch.
If the Forsworn aren't attacking my town, the Nords are trying to force me off it.
Look at that little tattoo you have underneath your mutton chop. Are you in charge here?
My family has owned Karthwasten for generations. Rare for anyone in the Reach that isn't a Nord. Not that it does me any good. Nords think I'm working for the Forsworn. Forsworn think I'm working for the Nords.
Trouble with the mine?
Robbery is what it is. The Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Forsworn attack the mines, and suddenly all these sellswords show up to help. They won't let anyone work until I sell it off.
What if I convince them to leave?
You can try, but I'd keep your sword arm ready if things get ugly.
Who are the Silverbloods?
A family of thieves, running their corrupt empire from Markarth. The Silverblood family own half the Reach, and they won't stop until they own all of it. Until next time.
Alright, is there an inn in this town? What is this? This is his house, right? No, that's the hall, which is closed for some reason. What is this double-decker? That's somebody's house. There's no inn for the miners? That's the miners' barracks. No inn? I can't remember. It's looking more and more like no as we look around. No inn. Okay. Well, I'm stuck on a fence now. That's super awesome. Alright, well, I don't necessarily want to do this specifically, but we will wrap this episode up here. I wanted to play longer, but with the earthquake...
Don't get the wrong idea. While I'm no hero, I'm not completely helpless. We're stopped. What is it?
I want to play around with them. I want to try to switch it.
I've got it back.
So that way, he's not the only one talking. But, like I said, we'll wrap this episode up here. This has been episode 12 of the Skyrim modded series, If. Very happy with things working. Less happy about the crash, but I'll try to fix that situation in between episodes as best as I can. But with all that being said, I am Logan the Mad Titan. I bid you adieu, goodbye, and good night, Redguard. Thank you so very much for watching. Have a good night.